I only made one video on this topic, and it was yesterday. I do know there was some controversy with like a Hypex and Scyan that I really didn't touch on very much. But the long and short of it is, Scyan kind of did them unintentionally, at least like the way other people see it. Like disrespect to Juice World or something like that. And Hypex was one of the biggest people to kind of, so like, I guess, crap on him for this, but that's not really like what Scyan did is all. And it continues here. Hypex not being the nicest person to Scyan right here. Let's just get into it. What's good, everybody? I'm the Rage Quick God. Back again with another commentary. This is, I guess, a continuation of what I was talking on yesterday. So we're gonna start off with a tweet right here from Klarque actually saying, I've been keeping silent on this topic, but the longer I do, the more I realize I would be wrong. This science slander has gone on long enough. Shiina BR and Hypex, I honestly believe you're just both cowards. Y'all are comfortable talking shit because it's popular to make fun of Scyan due to his passion for the game, and because you're both bigger creators. You're not brave or profound by shitting on one of, or if not the nicest people in the community, but also the person who has provided some of the best Fortnite memes and content this year. The Click stream was a banger, and after almost 2 years, we're still talking about the 5 realities. Scyan, whether anyone wants to admit it or not, is a blessing to this community in spite of his shortcomings. I'm not saying I always agree with my boy's takes, or that he even explains things with the utmost clarity, but it genuinely breaks my heart that as his friend to see the 2 biggest leakers with the most influence acting like high school girls on the playground, gossiping and making fun of someone they're jealous of because they themselves are insecure. Stick to what you do best, which is leaking content. Don't get on Scyan's case because of the excessive tweets or his opinions on the live events. There is literally nothing wrong that Scyan has ever said that's ever warranted the amount of hate I've seen him have these last 2 days. Learn to be more responsible with your audience. You have far too much power and influence in this space to be wielding it like that against a creator of his size. It's irresponsible, distasteful, and quite frankly downright cowardly. You and everyone else's who's been jumping on his case look like bullies. Finally, to the people upset at Scyan over a simple tweet about the upcoming live event, stop trying to virtue signal and act like it's about Juice World. You just wanted an excuse to bring him down. Scyan isn't hating on Juice or reveling in his passing. He just wants the game to get back to what we came to it for in the first place, and I'm inclined to agree with him. Bringing Juice in the game is amazing, and it's well deserved. I'm sure the event will honor his memory well, but Fortnite also needs to get in its gear and get back to the end of chapter live events we've been looking for. Moral of the story, leave my boy Scyan alone. As I said before, I myself don't really know too much about Scyan like that. I don't know him personally. I know he just kind of says things and just probably doesn't go over it with anyone. At the time of me reading this, I'm not gonna lie, I actually didn't even know that Shiina BR was even involved in this. I thought it was just Hypex, but apparently Shiina BR has said a few things. I haven't seen what Shiina has said so far about Scyan, but it does feel like so far what's kind of going on here is this is all just over a misunderstanding of what he had said. People are just kind of nitpicking what he said that they didn't really like and making it sound like it's something else that he's trying to say completely. We've all had some times where we just kind of said something we didn't really mean to say, so people are just kind of nitpicking what he said and just trying to go, or just trying to take him out, just go all the way with it. That's kind of what's going on with Scyan here. Something else I also want to point out about Klarque that he said in his original tweet right here. I myself, I'm sure you guys have heard this one before about like, oh, you have a big platform, why don't you talk about this? Or, you have a big platform, you shouldn't be saying this because it might ruin this or something like that. I myself don't really like the idea of because you have a big platform, you should just shut up. In this case, yeah, Hypex probably should not have said what he said. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think he was like, hey, go attack Scyan, he said this. He just kind of didn't like what he said, but also, yeah, I do know that, yeah, he can't really control his audience. Like, if he just says he doesn't like something, he can't really stop anybody if they decide to attack whoever he's actually mentioning that he doesn't like or something. Of course, in this case, yeah, I don't really think he probably should have said much on it. I don't know. Or at least, I don't know, advocate to just not really say anything about Scyan. I don't know. And with Klarque's tweet here, do you know what Hypex said? He sent this soccer gif right here. Or not a gif, but more so like a video. I never really saw this one before until he sent it. I think it's just like them kind of like scoring goals or something like that. I think it's supposed to be like, he's like ratioing them or something. I think it's like a ratio kind of thing. You know what else I actually find interesting? I believe Scyan, like I think I heard this before, that Scyan is actually trying to get in contact with Hypex, trying to talk about this one-on-one. I've heard the argument that like pretty much Hypex couldn't respond to him because pretty much, well, he's a million followers, so he's probably got lots of people messaging him, which, you know, you're not wrong on that. You're not wrong on the fact that he could have lots of messages, and so therefore he's just not seeing Scyan's messages. But with this response, to me, this does say that, yeah, he knows everything. Yeah, he knows that he's messaging him. He just doesn't really care and just kind of just wants to continue messing with him and just bullying him. Klarque responds right here with, am I supposed to be offended because you ratioed me? I guess that's what a ratio, that's what the point of the video, I guess. Homie, I am not as nice as Scyan. You won't be getting an apology from me. Instead, you're welcome to continue hiding behind your followers who will attempt to defend you and your bullying of a smaller creator than you. But for the people who can really think for themselves, they know who you are, and in time, so will the people who support you. For now. I also saw this right here. Hypex doesn't have a following. He's just a leaker. No one follows him for his personality. His following are people wanting to hear new things and are coming to the game. Don't sweat being rushed for a ratio by him. I appreciate it, bro. Honestly, I don't care. I didn't even know he responded until the post, like that right before I replied. I don't stay much on Twitter. Alright. Which I guess that's... First of all, I guess that's a way of looking at it. I guess he doesn't have a following, but I don't know. Now, of course, I don't know Hypex like that. But yeah, it really does. I don't know. I can only imagine that. I don't know if he is like this dark person who just likes bullying smaller creators. I've never really seen him do this before. Maybe he has, and I just don't know it. All I can really do is just hope that maybe karma gets him for this. I'm not really sure what else I should say on this. Scyan does have a few responses right here, actually. I would love to chat with Shiina and Hypex to explain my side to them, but even DM the Hypex, but sadly no response. Which does confirm what I was thinking earlier, that yeah, he had to have he had to have messaged him, but yeah, Hypex just hasn't seen it. Again, there's no way that Hypex doesn't know now that pretty much my dude Scyan was trying to message him. There's no way he doesn't know. Instead of doing this when someone criticizes you, legit just talk to me. What is the exact problem with talking to me to see why I even post on here? Why am I even here to see what even is going on? Why you guys just hate on someone out of nowhere for no reason? Legit, I don't want to keep this going. Not a fan of drama. Just hear me out and go have a nice day. Can't get any easier. He's not wrong there, by the way. It would literally be kind of easy to just talk it out. I'm sure we've all been in scenarios where like, oh, we don't want to talk to this person because we don't like him right now. And then when you actually do decide to talk to him, then everything kind of, for the most part, just sorts itself out. I'm not sure what the problem is with Hypex here. I'm gonna look at this reply right here. Okay, I think what Scyan said was wrong, but this is really childish. Ratio that fraud. Now ignore the fact that he has 250 times more followers than Klarque. Instead of actually confronting someone who wants to have a genuine conversation, that you post a random sports edit to, I guess, own him. That's kind of where I'm at with this, by the way. Like, I am curious about, like, first of all, I don't think posting a sports edit really, like, owns someone or ratios them. This is basically just him going, la, 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 I don't hear you, I don't hear you, I'm just gonna bully you instead. Him kind of posting this little edit right here does, of course, like I said, show, like, that he sees this, but he just doesn't really care. If you see this stuff, either reply genuinely or actually accept Scyan's invitation to message him. I also heard this from Clen's video yesterday. Let's say for whatever reason, Scyan was genuinely he hated this Juice WRLD or something like that, right? He was trying to disrespect them. Do you think he's dumb enough to want to post that? I'm gonna let y'all think about that one for a second. From Mr. JOY here, this is why I said that apologies, regardless of their nature, need to be short and sweet. People already have their opinions set in stone and are not gonna budge, and trying to convey a larger point to establish why to hear your side out, people who don't want to listen, is futile. That actually is kind of true. Once people already have like their first impression of you or something like that, like, yeah, they just want to keep thinking to themselves, no, they're a bad person. They're a bad person and nothing can convince me otherwise. This, of course, goes to show that a lot of people probably saw Scyan's apology, but they either didn't take the time to fully read it, or they did fully read it, but they don't care. They didn't really want to assess the situation fully. They'd rather just literally just like listen to what Hypex said and just blindly believe that. This next tweet here says, holy fucking yap, bro. Like, actually, this is not that serious. Plus, his slander is honestly somewhat justified. Like, there is no defending here. There is defending here, man. I'd say Klarque's tweet is actually pretty well put and spoken. And also, normally I would agree with this stuff, it's not that serious thing when it comes to, like, let's say stuff like, I don't know, the Battle Pass returning, or OG returning permanently, or something like that, because these are just games and all that. I see other people talking about it because, well, we all love Fortnite, so of course we're gonna talk about it. But when it comes to, like, harassing somebody, yes, it is serious. I don't know why people see, like, harassing somebody as just, well, not serious. I never really understood that. Daemon, I think you say this guy's name. Why does Hypex still have a platform? He makes fun of dead people, blocks anyone he disagrees with, publicly shares confirmed things which aren't, with no proof, then steals information without crediting. It's incredibly ironic Hypex is clowning on Scyan when this is him. And then it's a screenshot from Hypex's second account saying this right here. I only see the leaks from Hypex. I don't really see any other posts from him, so I don't know this for sure. I am aware that, yeah, he does block people if he doesn't agree with them. At this point, I'm a little bit curious as to why he hasn't blocked Scyan in the first place. If, like, it just so we could end this already, but yeah, I am aware of this. I think my dude is in his 20s or something like that. I think he's slightly older than me. I do think he's got a little bit of some growing up to do. I'm not sure if that's okay. I'm not sure. I think maybe he could take a little bit of a look in the mirror or something like that. I don't know. Of course, I'm not saying this to try to be rude. Of course, I don't like to be mean to people. I'm gonna read this one last tweet from Klarque, and then that's gonna be it. Hypex, no one is going to waste their time to debate you. Also, this has nothing to do with Fortnite. I don't know why you and others are making it about that. This is about you having a larger following and cultivating a culture of harassing someone that people already make fun of. It's wrong of you and Shiina to be contributing to the culture by making multiple tweets shitting on Scyan. I'm not saying he's always in the right, or that he doesn't have some cringe takes, but when I have multiple people messaging me about this situation, and the first thing I see on Twitter about being offered today's is a tweet from Shiina getting on his case, is just too much. I'm not saying I hate you or Shiina, I don't know y'all, but it's obvious this is just wrong and it's just gone beyond a joke. Scyan already gets enough heat, he doesn't need two of the biggest leakers pressing on his neck too. I think that says everything that needs to be said. That is everything I'm gonna say on this right here. Sorry if this is a lengthy video. I'm sure like editing rage is gonna have fun with this one right here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed though. If you did, let me know with a like, comment down below what your thoughts on this whole thing, and I'll see y'all around.